opinion, Mr. Saeed. So DEYAAR recently announced its very first residential project in Abu Dhabi. So naturally, what I wanted to ask is, why was this decision made to enter the Abu Dhabi market specifically now?
Thank you, fellas. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me. I'm with a pleasure to be with you here today. Talking about Abu Dhabi or our recent projects. Actually, we have launched another project this week, earlier this week in Dubai, called Park 5. So, Abu Dhabi project was a few weeks back. It was a very successful project. Abu Dhabi is the capital. When you look at it, it's the financial center and the capital of the UAE. And we have been in Abu Dhabi market for quite some time in terms of property management, not in terms of development. But we've been looking at opportunities in different markets than Dubai because we have been only working in Dubai for the past 10, 15 years. We had some adventures or some projects outside the UAE area, but in the recent years we have been focusing on Dubai market. So we have been looking at Abu Dhabi for almost over a year or so, and we believe the fundamentals are here. In terms today, when I say that we have insight in terms of property management, we know what rental yields are there. We know what exactly demand in terms of products, whether a studio or a one bedroom or a townhouse or a villa. And we thought, Areem Island would be the right choice for us. And we've got into a joint ventures with an investment company in Abu Dhabi here. And Alhamdulillah, the project got very successful response. We almost sold out.
Oh wow!
Yes. We have 360 units in a multi-story building in Areem Island. We tend to do a luxury product nearby the water or the canal, high end, and I think this is one of the, after looking at the market, this is one of the demand things or demanded products in Dubai today. You need to bring high-end products for two reasons mainly that we see. Initiative of the government that to bring foreign investment and to bring also new initiatives has led into a lot of people moving to the capital who require a suitable, a decent place to stay. And I think one of the areas that DEYAAR has been successful in addressing in the last few years, how do we define and how do we design the right product to be able to have an easy, good lifestyle? Because it's not only about an apartment or buy. Yes, for an investment, you look at it from a different angle, but from an end user's end of the day, you have to give the right products in terms of lifestyles, in terms of, and that takes us again later on to sustainability, because I think the whole design revolves around the needs of the clients and what exactly we see. That's why we see there's a lot of demand that is going to come, and as I told you, we've looked at the returns, the rental returns for those products in terms of pricing, even for this project. And we have seen a good return in today's market, in today's rate, talking about 8 to 10% return in our products.
Yeah.
And we see that going forward, the more and more of those kind of products will be in demand. That's why we had almost over 90% sales in this project within 2-3 days.
Yeah, this is very interesting and it's very impressive. Another thing that I wanted to mention since you brought up returns is that DEYAAR has reported an increase in profits as well for the 9-month period ending in September, end of September of 2024, and this profit amounted to about 348.8 million AED dirhams. So it's a significant growth. What's the secret here? How has that been able to be achieved?
So DEYAAR has a major stream of income coming from development. And we have somewhere about 25% of that stream of income comes from other investments, like in hospitality, or assets management, or the other support businesses that like we have property management, the community management, and the facility management, which is growing year on year also for us. But the major component stream come from the development. And you know, development recognition in terms of profit comes in terms if you sell this project and if you construct and progress in terms of construction and you deliver the project. So this is a pro rata taking every year. This year we feel that we will end up with 20% growth in terms of a little bit more than we hope than 20% growth in revenues, and inshallah we will beat our profit that we have achieved for last year. But the good story also, because we have done some number of projects, for example the Abu Dhabi one, which we have not, even we sold 90+%, it's not going to fall in our books even for the first 2 halves of next year, because we believe the construction might start in March, April this year. And you know, the first 2 months of construction usually to be very slow in terms of labelings and getting the real recognition. So we believe next year on the pipeline that we have done in terms of project, we will achieve over 40% growth in our revenue next year.
Oh, very interesting.
So we have a very solid position in terms of revenue. Bottom line, we'll leave it for later. I don't want to talk about it.
Yes, for sure. But speaking about profits and selling units, you know, I think a lot of the people who understand real estate here will want to know the amount of people who come to buy, for example, in this project or Abu Dhabi or in general. How much of those have been cash buyers, and how much was through financing or mortgage, and from which nationalities were the most people who have bought?
One interesting point about Abu Dhabi. See, today the prices has gone up significantly over the last 12, 18 months because of the demand. The demand has been created into the Emirates, a lot of inflow coming, a lot of foreign investment, a lot of people who wants to buy, invest in the UAE. We've seen that the prices in Abu Dhabi is still very much attractive. For example, our project, which is a waterfront close to the canal, in Abu Dhabi would probably sell at a price of not less than 2,000, 2,500 dirhams per square foot. In Abu Dhabi, we were successful in selling over the 1,500, 1,550 per square foot. Still, there is a gap for it to catch up. So I strongly believe in Abu Dhabi market, and we're looking also at doing other projects soon. In terms of cash buyers, see, most of our projects get sold at the offer plan, and we do have other product which is ready products. What we have seen in terms of a time of delivery for those offer plans, and as well as the cash payment or cash buyers are more. Not more by a higher percentage, but we're talking about 15% to 20%. We have been able to do a conversion in our product at each and every handover of each sales, about 30 to 31% for mortgage. So even the mortgage contribution has been good in terms of rather than giving. There is a certain instance that we give also customers 3 years to 4 years for certain products, not all the products, post handover payment plan. So we work in terms of financing also for the clients, but for a short period.
Yeah, and the nationalities mostly that have purchased or invested.
For Abu Dhabi case, I believe we have got more than 45, 50 different nationality or projects. So we had different nationality, but because of our, I think, brand and people who know us more, still UAE nationals and also nationality of Indians are the top. In our project in Abu Dhabi, we have also other Arabs like Egyptians and Jordanians. They come on the top of it.
Okay.
That's, I think, the fabric and the people who trust DEYAAR. That's most of the nationality that we see, even in Dubai projects. A lot of UAE national, a lot of Indians, which is the dominant, I think, fabric of the country.
Yeah. Now, Mr. Saeed, you've touched about sustainability, but I want to delve deeper into that point. How is sustainability and environmental impact being incorporated in DEYAAR's projects, and how important do you think this point specifically is in real estate?
There's a lot of things that you can do in terms of sustainability, and DEYAAR will doing a number of things. But I think when we go to the root of it, leave aside all the technical, the new technology, all of those things that help in sustainability and providing a better usage of the border. I think we need to start first, and this is what we are focused mainly in DEYAAR, on the well-being, because well-being of the person, of the residents, is far more important than other sustainability. And well-being is one major component of sustainability. So we look strongly at well-being of the person. You spend 8 to 10 hours working or doing other things in your life. When you want to go home, you want to feel comfortable, you want to feel relaxed, you want to have all the services reaching you in a very good way. You want to have all the amenities, the co-working space that we've been doing in all our projects, the other facilities that make that tower or that building or that community becoming one stronger community, and they live with each other and they have as many as possible facility where they can spend a good live with leisure and with also a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because you can do so many things in terms of health and lifestyle that people walk, do sports, have greenery, have a clean environment and atmosphere. So that's very important, I think, for us, especially when we have stressful day. You don't want to
Yes, for
go
sure.
again, leave your house in the traffic, or to get something very simple for your family. You need to have everything close and nearby.
Yes, indeed. Now, I wanted to talk about some 2025 predictions, and I'm sure a lot of people are wondering about home prices in 2025. So that's exactly what I wanted to ask about. So there are some predictions for 2025 that suggest that higher home prices and mortgage rates will make home ownership a little bit of a challenge. But meanwhile, rental prices are expected to stay relatively flat. So do you predict that home prices will rise in 2025? And will the pent-up demand developed by COVID-19 and in that period of time be able to stand up against these prices in the next year?
There are two different angles when you look at this. There is the fundamental part, which is the demand over the supply. And this doesn't probably impact the offer plan and prices when we talk about offer plan sales. The first is the fundamental. We can see today we have over demand in the supply that we have, especially in Dubai. When we look at that, because our main existence and our main data is in Dubai today. Yes, we have inside in Abu Dhabi market, and Abu Dhabi still also share the same, I think, concept. Today, the demand is far more than the supply that we have, and I don't think even with the 25, which is next year, the supply will overcome the demand. I think maybe 26, second half 26, we will see more and more supply coming to the market, where at least rents will be stable, or we'll start seeing a little bit of a drop in certain segment or certain location, not everywhere. But the way that we see, provided that we don't have a huge increase in population, because if you have that increase in population as well at the same time, this supply will not be. This is one side of it, so I don't see things that will bring the prices down. When you look at the offer plan market, still the demand is there. The demand keep changing from one period to another in terms of products. Sometimes you see a lot of people want high-end products. I think recently we have seen a lot of investors who are coming and they want to grab something in the market because they're afraid that the market will go up. So they're looking for investment in a smaller tickets.
Yeah.
Looking at between 1 million, 2 million dirhams investment tickets. And we see a lot of those transactions are happening. I think that in terms of interest of people investing in the UAE, in real estate, this will continue because of that infrastructure, the initiative from the government in terms of people stay here, live here, work here. It's going to be, it's the best to anywhere else in the world, and I think that will always continue because this is the vision of the government. This is and they are serious when they make those. They have a vision of increasing the population to a certain extent, and they are working, I think, in the right direction. So, in terms of a plan sales, I really don't know whether we will have that again jump increase or it will stay stagnant or stable as I would think it will stay in 20.
Yeah, very interesting that you said by 2026 maybe we're going to see more increase in supply. I think that makes sense.
That will happen, I think.
Okay, now let's get back to DEYAAR a little bit. It's one of the top real estate developers in Dubai and the UAE. When people think of DEYAAR development, what legacy or impact do you hope they associate with the company under your leadership?
First, I think what we have done over the past 2 decades. Yes, we had some challenges, we had some tough times, but I think DEYAAR have proven that they can deliver good quality products. So I think we wanted to be associated with DEYAAR all the time, and we work hardly with our team to make sure that we deliver the promise that we give to our clients from day one. When we launch the project, when we start talking with them about our products until the day they receive that product. We want to make sure that our promise is there and we deliver the right quality products. Other thing is today DEYAAR is not only looking at development. We are one shop real estate organization, and you can get all the advices, information, products about real estate, whether it's facility management, whether it's community management, whether it's property management. So we do have number of solutions. So we would like to be known as, and this is I think unique in terms of a development company, because some development company focus only on development. We do have that variety, and we would like to be known also in that way.
And for my last question to you, sir, if you could offer one piece of advice to aspiring business leaders in the UAE and especially in the real estate sector, what would that be?
Well, it's a good time to be in real estate. I would encourage them to do more. I think it's all about cash flow management. When you talk about real estate, it's how do you manage your cash flow. Yes, you definitely need to have an investment. You have to have your initial investment there. But I think with the demand in the market there, with understanding what exactly that location, that community, what exactly they want, and you come up with the right product for them there, it's all about cash flow management and the day. Because you need to set at a certain price, you need to make sure that also have planned your cost in terms of other channel partners who are involved with you in delivering this project, and the construction cost that you need to manage in a right and efficient way in terms of procurements and in terms of value engineering. It's all about cash flow management, I think, and working hard. That's the two advice I would say.
Thank you so much, Mr. Saeed. A very insightful session indeed. Please give it up for Mr. Saeed Qatami. Do we have any audience questions?
We can take questions from the audience, absolutely. Any questions from the audience?